I did get a phone call while I was sleeping in to say my P-SB7 has arrived. I swore to myself that I would never buy one of these P-SB7s, but because the channel is the way it is and people ask me, you know, what's the best spirit box and stuff like that, and everybody, well, a lot of people put a lot of faith in the P-SB7. I decided I would buy one, even though I don't like it. I don't like the build quality, I don't like the sound, so I decided to take one for the team. But you know, I have this box with a noise gate and stuff, so it should help matters, and along with magnitude mode, it should be okay. You know, I just didn't want to fork out £79 for a radio that was made from very cheap plastic and flimsy and that. But if it works, it works. Like, this has arrived. I picked it up. This is the part where I'm supposed to do the action and open up the box and go, guys, whoa. Do you know? I've already opened it up. The surprise element was already gone. I've already taken it out of the box. But what you get is this fancy bag with one of these power external speakers, which comes with every P-SB7, I think. If the speaker was sufficient enough in the first place, we wouldn't need that, but it might be useful in some of my other radios, or when I'm out and about. Maybe, I don't know, I use other speakers for that, but there we go. We get some bubble wrap and some leaflet from GMM Techno World PTE Limited. That's where I ordered the P-SB7, and it's got a range of all their different products there. And there's even a paranormal section where they sell the Ghost Meter Pro and the Mel Meter and the P-SB7. Right. This is the most people when they're starting out in this is the first thing they get. So you know, to me, I'm doing it in reverse. I have loads and loads of spirit boxes, and because a lot of people have them and been talking about them and been talking about magnitude mode, I couldn't join in the conversation because I don't have one, but now I do. There it is. It's a tiny little radio with, for first timers. This section here is a pretend speaker. There's actually just a decor. Actually, the speaker is actually behind there. There's a little wire thing here where you can a little stand. There's a 5-volt input for a. You can plug it into the wall. You don't get the plug actually, which would have been nice, you know. It also takes 3 AAA batteries, and Panasonic AAA batteries are supplied with the radio. It does FM and AM scan at a variety of range of scan rates and that. I've seen a lot of videos, and the minute that this radio comes up, I prepare for a headache. But order of magnitude has been talking since 2016. Of course, he's been talking all the time, but he's been talking about the magnitude mode on this. I was kind of impressed, but because I couldn't experience it firsthand, you know, I couldn't fully get it, you know. So I'm going to try it out today with my decorated guitar amp, as order of magnitude would say. But instead of, there's my cable to connect directly to the P-SB7. This connects to a noise gate at the back here. The noise gate is staying off, and to show you that, I'm going to take that out. I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to put it directly in there. Because I tried this last night, I was actually very, very surprised. The thing about magnitude mode, and if you want to know what magnitude mode, go to Magnitude's channel, and just type in on YouTube, search magnitude mode and watch one of his videos. You know, this actually quite surprised me. I'm going to switch it on. Right, we're switched on. Is there anyone that wishes to come through today and talk to us using this new radio? With that mode, it's not as noisy as if you just switched it on. But because it's AM, and I'm kind of in a very insulated apartment, I'm getting some interference with the electronics around me. So there may be a little bit of interference there. But anybody want to come through? My name is Sammy. If you can hear me or see me, can you say my name? Different setting on the amplifier there. Would you like to speak to us today? That's better. My name is Sammy. Can you say my name if you can see me or hear me? Could you tell us your name? If you turned it on without the magnitude mode, the response coming out of the radio would be slightly suppressed with the static noise. But with the magnitude mode, it brings it out a bit. Can you tell me how many communicators are here with us today? Can you tell me Can you tell me if this radio is easy or hard to use? Worse? Don't know if they said worse. Could you tell me what your name is? I have this box, right? And I didn't know at the time, and the person selling it to me didn't realise it says in memory of some bitch. Died of something. Bitch. And it's lined with a kind of a metal which looks like a line of lead, which gives me the impression that this was a dog errand of some kind. Satan, don't want to talk to him. So this might be good as a Faraday box. There we go. That's brilliant. Could you tell me the name of this dog that used to be in this box? That's amazing. I didn't expect that to work because there's no lining on the lid, which means that a little bit of signal comes through. But that's basically it. It's in a. We'll cut out some of my interference there. My seat decided to fall down itself. Can you come through? Yeah, that's pretty quiet actually. Pretty impressive. Well, I've been open now to let some signal in, but it's kind of shielding it from the electronics that surround me right now. I've got 2 computers, I've amplifiers plugged in, and stuff like that. So it's kind of helping that way. But that's what magnitude mode sounds like, right there. You don't need a sound gate with that. Is it okay to speak with you? I wasn't expecting results like this. Now, why would you need a noise gate with this? You don't. And if you do put a noise gate on that, you're going to lose your low tones. As you can still see, the box is open. The PSP11 or the PSP7 is just lying surrounded by the lead inside the box. But the signal is still coming in through the. It's only basically cutting out the interference from the computers and the microphone and the amplifiers that are around me right now. And that's how it sounds like. There's no need for noise gate. In fact, when I do use noise gate, I would let that amount of static in anyway. Do you know, with some of those other noisier boxes. Have you a message for me? Is there something that you want to tell me? What was the name of the dog that was in this box? 2. Some bitch. 2. Oh, 26th or 25th July, died of something bitch.
Yes.
What? What? Can you tell me anything about this dog that used to be in this box? Where did the ashes go? Let's hope they put it in a ashes in a favourite spot, or possibly got a new box. There's no year on it, and it seems to be wrote by a child. I'll show you. I can barely make it out. I did actually read it better when I had an ultraviolet on it, an ultraviolet light. It says in memory of, I thought it said some bitch, but something P-R-R-T-E. Very hard. Something bitch. Died of something bitch. Of course, the owner wasn't any the wiser. To him, it was just a box. I says, that's a dog's there. Hopefully, it's in the spirit world. There's animals go into the spirit world. There's a bit of writing on the top, but what's the name of the dog? What was the name of this dog? I must try it with a brighter ultraviolet sometime and see. But it's been wrote by some kid and it's wore off. But I'm pretty impressed with that. Especially if you have interference. I didn't even plan to use the box. But I have some collectibles up there, and I thought, I was getting some interference. And I just put it sitting in the box. The door is still open and that. If I take it out, there you go. Do you know, and I'm still getting stuff coming through. No, you take it out of the box. Interference is starting to come in. And put it sitting in the box. And it's quiet. Do you class yourself as spirits? If you do class yourself as spirits, can you say the word spirits for me, please? Dead. Are you dead? If you are dead, can you say the word dead for me again, please? I'm trying to understand here. Yeah, the box seems to be acting as a Faraday cage. There you go. See, it's still scanning away there in the wee box. Doesn't matter if I close it or open it. There's no insulation on the top of the box. But yeah, it holds back. It keeps it away from the static of the electronics around it. You know, there's less radio stations, so whatever comes through is a little bit more impressive, if you know what I mean. And less pareidolia, you know. I'm going to stop this now. Is there anything you want to say to me before I turn this off? Any message? Or anything you want to say at all? Why would you need a noise gate with that, like? Actually, that little clicking is kind of comforting. It's not annoying, you know. I'm going to stop now. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say thank you for communicating with me if you have. Could you say goodbye back to me, please? And we'll speak again. Wasn't expecting to like this at all. You know, without the amplifier, it is really low on the scan. So that's why you need to amplify it up when you turn it on magnitude mode, because it just brings the volume down so much, and you need that amplifier to get that sound back up there. But you know, probably in normal circumstances, I did try it yesterday, and I didn't need this box because I actually didn't try it out. I didn't actually try it out in this spot. I was somewhere else in the house, but because there was interference with electrical equipment around, I just put it into this dog earing box, and made in England. Yeah, it's lined with lead, and it's not what you know. It's not lined with lead up here and that, but it was enough to keep the interference out, and that was pretty good. That was pretty impressive. And the white noise isn't so bad. So looking forward to using that more. The other hacked radios, to me, is a different way of scanning. It's a different way of doing a spurt box session. This here is kind of in a class of its own, if you know what I mean, because not much radio comes through in comparison to some of the other hacked radios, and certainly with the magnitude mode, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed, and I am actually not sorry now that I bought it. Initially, before I turned it on and turned on magnitude mode, I was saying it's another noise box, and a lot of people do complain about the noise. That proves that magnitude works, and it's not, it's static, and it is not uncomfortable on that mode. And this is not necessary. The Faraday box is not necessary. The only reason I used it is, obviously, I said I've electronic equipment right around me right now, and that was interfering with it. But that is the sound of that magnitude mode in its normal environment. So I'm going to leave it for now, and look forward to 3 more spurt boxes. I have a Roberts 9906 radio, which I'm going to hack. I have an original Hack Shack radio, the little white one. Can't remember the number of it now, but I couldn't get the pure white one, and it was said that this particular radio, they nicknamed it the Hack Shack, and it was the first radio. It is said to be the first radio that was hacked for a spurt box. But I didn't actually get the original one. I got the revised version. It's the silver and white one. So I'm going to try that one out as well. And I also got in contact with Paranologies, who make very, very elaborate looking radios. And there's the Portacom Pico that does a random scan. I seen it on a recent video, and I seen it a couple of years ago as well. I like the way that actually scans. It's a random scan. It doesn't go from beginning to end. It lands on a random station. It just the scanning wheel moves around in a random rate. So I'm looking forward to having a look at that and trying that out. The casing around it is made from 3D printed wood particles. So that will take about 4 to 6 or 6 to 8 weeks to get here. But these other radios, these other 2 radios, will be with me before that. So I'm looking forward to that, folks. That was an eye opener for me. That was an eye opener for me. A lot of people have them. A lot of people can talk about them. I couldn't talk about them because I hadn't got one. Now I have it. So yeah, pretty impressed. Not great build quality for $79.99. A couple of features. Speaker not very adequate, but connected up to an amplifier with the magnitude mode. you know, I think, you know, this. Forget about the PSP11. There is a magnitude mode for the PSP11 and stuff like that. This is better than the PSP11, but it could be better with a little bit more development. Go to another phase with some improvements, but otherwise, you know, still a good radio. And you know, I was asked would I recommend this for people starting out. I couldn't make a full comment on that because I didn't have one. Yes, you know, yeah, you know, it's a pretty good piece. You either love it or you hate it. Initially, I hated it. I didn't even like listening to Spurt Box sessions done purely switching this on when the noise and stuff like that it gets to. But pretty impressed with that magnitude mode, I have to say. And it's just gone off in the box. I will see you in the next one, folks.